Welcome to Work and Play with Jamie Joyce. This is the Level 2 video for strengthening the pelvic core muscles. You don't need any equipment today except for a little pillow and maybe a yoga mat. Let's get to work. Okay, we're going to start this exercise. Okay, we're going to start this workout down on the floor. So you can come down, and the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on some diaphragm breathing, just to make sure that we're squeezing in the right areas once we get into these moves. So when we focus on this breath, we're going to breathe in and we're going to squeeze everything in the lower abdominal area, like you're squeezing your muscles together. And then when we exhale, we expand. So let's breathe in, big squeeze, exhale, take it down. Breathe in, squeezing everything together, exhale, release. Breathe in and exhale, release. Breathe in one more time, big squeeze, exhale, and release. So that just helps us focus on the correct area. When we're doing all of these moves, I want you to think about that breath and that squeeze in that lower abdominal area and engaging the pelvic floor muscles. Okay, so we're going to start by lifting our legs up here, and we're going to extend one leg out, squeezing into that lower core area. Come back down, extend and down, extend, squeezing down here and come back, big squeeze, come back. Good work. So if you're doing this video, I am guessing that you might have some abdominal separation, or maybe you're just starting with working your core. This is a really good beginner video before you get into more intense core videos. This is a great way to strengthen deep core muscles. Good job. It's an excellent video after you've had some babies and you need to do some repair. Good job. So we're not going to be doing any traditional crunches or sit-ups here, because if we have any abdominal separation, which a lot of people do after having babies, I certainly did, we need to make sure that we rebuild those muscles first before we can get into those kinds of exercises. One more on either side. Last one, extend and down. Probably feeling a little bit of heat here now. Okay, the next move, we're going to plant our heels on the floor, hands by our sides. We're going to squeeze. And again, every time, every move, we're focusing on this lower abdominal area, big squeeze. So we're going to squeeze and lift, really pulling everything in here. So a bridge. You're also going to get some glute action here too, but it's all tied in together. So if we're working here, which is an added bonus. Okay, so drop it down. We're going to lift and squeeze, really focusing on those lower abs. And squeeze. You're also working the glutes, which is fantastic. So if you lift and squeeze and you touch the lower belly area, you should feel a little bit of hardness. Like when you breathe in and you squeeze, that's what you should be doing when you lift here. Good job. So we're going to start to pick up the pace a little bit here. And squeeze and down. Big squeeze and down. Squeeze and down. And if you find that picking up the pace makes it a little harder for you to focus on where you're supposed to be squeezing, then keep it at a slower, moderate pace. Good job. We're going to do 4 different exercises here. And we're going to do them 3 times through. We're almost there. And down. One more time. Up, squeeze, and down. Great job. Okay, we're going to flip it over onto all 4s here. So come up slowly. Good work. So we're going to do a move called cat-cow. So this is quite popular in yoga. Some of you may have seen this before. But what we're actually focusing on when we're doing this is we're tilting the tailbone under, and squeezing everything. So crunching in, not a crunch, but squeezing everything in, and then exhale, releasing. It's also a great stretch for the low back. So squeezing everything up and under, and relax. So tilting your pelvis. So the whole pelvis is going to tilt forward and then release. Tilt it forward, big squeeze, and release. Good job. Tilt. You might find this feels really good and releases some tension, especially in the low back area. That's an added bonus of the cat-cow. And release. Good job. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze and release. We're almost there. Couple more. Squeeze and release. One more time. Squeeze and release. Great job. Okay, so here's where you're going to need a small pillow. This can also be done if you have a ball, soccer ball, something like that would work as well. I'm just going to use a couch pillow because that's what I have handy right now. All right, so we're going to put a pillow in between our legs here, come back down onto our mat, and all you're going to do is we're going to focus on squeezing our legs together as hard as we can and then contract. But when we're doing that, our lower abdomen is becoming contracted, and every time, like when we were breathing and we exhaled, we're going to squeeze those muscles back together. So think about your muscles, your separated muscles right now are out here. When you squeeze in, you're squeezing them back together, and then we relax. This is also going to work the side glutes, which is fantastic. Everything's kind of connected. So you're working one thing, you get to work something else too. It's great. Squeeze and release. Good job. Squeeze and release. You might find that your legs shake a little bit because you're squeezing with everything. That's good. And release. Squeeze it in. Low back stays planted on the floor. And squeeze and relax. Big squeeze and relax. Good job. So these moves may seem simple, but once you get doing them, you can see that you are working. Your legs start to shake a little bit, and that's great. But make sure you're focusing on that squeeze right down here. Good job, because that's the area that we want to repair and release. Couple more here. Squeeze and release. One more time. Squeeze and release. Great work. Okay, you can remove your pillow. Let's take our knees in here. Just hug them in, rock them side to side. A little break here, and then we're going to repeat these moves again for 2 more rounds. All right, so we're going to come into our single leg extension. So legs come out in a bent position, hands by your side, low back is planted on the floor. And we're going to extend one leg, squeezing in the low abs. Squeeze, release, relax. Keep breathing here. Focusing on the low belly. You're doing fantastic. Good work. So make sure you stick around for the whole video today. You'll be happy you did at the end. A good recommendation would be to do these exercises at least 3 times a week if you are trying to repair an abdominal separation. Good job. For a few weeks, and then you can check in, see how you're doing before you move on. Good job. Keep going here. So make sure you let me know how you like this video. Give it a like, give me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. One more either side here. Last time. Good job. Okay, plant those feet down. We're going to come right into that bridge. So we're going to lift and squeeze. Take it down. Big squeeze, big lift. And down. Squeezing and lifting and down. Big squeeze. Take it down. Good work. Almost there. And down. Squeeze it up. You got it. And down. A few more here. And down. Big squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And down. And you can always pick it up a little bit here if you want to feel a little bit more heat. Good work. Good job. Almost there. Keep breathing. 2 more. Last one. Excellent job. Okay, we're going to roll over to our cat-cow position, also known as a beautiful back stretch. I love this one. All right, we're going to squeeze, tilt the tailbone up and under, moving the pelvis back and forth. Pelvis comes under. Big squeeze. Exhale, push it out. Good. Squeeze it in. Push it out. Keep breathing. Keep moving here. Almost there. Squeeze it in. Push it out. And squeeze. 2 more here. Last one. Big squeeze. And down. Good work. Okay, grab your pillow. We're going to come down to the floor. Put the pillow in between your legs or the ball, whatever you have. And then we're going to focus on that squeeze. So squeezing the legs together. Abdominals are engaged. Release. Squeeze. Release. So here you're squeezing with your glutes, but you're also squeezing with your core because everything's connected. Everything's working together like a unit. Big squeeze. So everything comes in and squeeze and exhale. Good job. So squeeze. Keep it up. Big squeeze. And we're not just sucking it in here. We're actually using those core muscles and squeezing everything together. Good job. A few more here. Squeeze. Release. Big squeeze. Almost there. Good work. And 2 more. Last one. Good job. Okay, you can remove that pillow. We're going to stretch out the legs again. Bring the knees in. Rock from side to side. Little rest here before we repeat it all one more time. You guys are working so hard. Hopefully feeling pretty good. You showed up for yourself today, and that's half the battle. All right. Here we go. We're going to bend the legs. We're going to extend, bring it back. Extend, bring it back. Keeping that lower abdomen engaged. Good job. Nice. And the low back stays on the floor, so we're not arching the back. Good work. Nice job. Almost there. One more either side. Last one. And we're going to bring it into those bridges. So let's go right away. Squeeze up and down. Big squeeze and down. Squeeze and down and down. Good job. Squeeze. Take it down. So not only are you working your pelvic floor muscles here today, we're also working the glutes with 2 of these moves. So we're getting that added bonus of a nice booty along with a nice tummy. Squeeze and down. Big squeeze and down. Good job. Big squeeze. Take it down. And take it down. Good job. Squeeze and down. Let's go for 3 more. 3 and 2. Last one. Amazing. Okay, let's roll it over. Come into that cat-cow. So again, tilting that tailbone. Pelvis comes up and under. Exhale and relax. Squeeze it in. Stretch it out. Big squeeze and big stretch. Squeeze and nice back stretch. Squeeze it up and under. And exhale. Breathe in. Blow it out. Breathe it in. Blow it out. Good work. A couple more here. Breathe it in. Blow it out. Almost there. Blow it out. And out. 2 more. 1 more. And out. Good work. Okay, we're going to bring it down to the floor. Grab your pillow. Last move. Here we go. So we're going to squeeze in with the legs, squeezing into the abs and down. Big squeeze and down. Squeeze and down. Big squeeze. So you can work on your diaphragm breathing anytime. You don't have to be laying down. You could be walking around. You could be driving in the car and just focusing on squeezing in those lower abs. And the more that you practice that, and the more you practice almost like your Kegels, the more that you're going to help everything in that area heal. So then that way you can progress, move forward into your regular exercise routine or develop a new exercise routine. Maybe this is your starting point, and that's great. And down. Hardest thing is being here, doing the work, putting in the time. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. We're almost there. Squeeze and relax. Let's go for 3 more. 3 and 2. Last 1. And relax. Great job. Okay, we're going to stretch it out a little bit here. So bring those knees in, rock from side to side. Big deep breath. Exhale. Extend the hands overhead. Extend the legs. Big, big stretch here. That feels very nice. Okay, one more time. Bring the legs in. And we're going to drop our hands to the side, knees to the other side. Little spinal twist here. And your gaze looks over the opposite shoulder. Stretching out the low back and the obliques a little bit and into the core. And we're going to take it in the opposite direction. Drop the knees, look over the opposite shoulder. Good work. Okay. And you can come back up to a seated position. Excellent job. Thank you so much for working out with me today, guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Leave me a comment on this video and let me know what you thought. Take care.